What's up, everybody? This is your boy NYC, New York Chris, and I'm back with another video. And today's cold, but it's gonna be a beautiful day. Today's not gonna be too much of outside movement. No outside work today. The wife is sick, unfortunately. I have to be upstairs with the kids, and my wife, she needs all the assistance that she could get today. She has a cold, so I'm going to be in the house taking care of some home things, taking care of my wife, making sure that she's all right today, and she gets better as quick as possible. You can't take a sick person in the house, especially when you got kids outside, going to school, and, you know, they got to do regular things outside and everything like that. So it pretty much sucks, you know. So today I'll be making chicken soup. And I'll be messing with a gadget that I bought from Home Depot. It's a Paint Pro 130. It's a paint bucket, as a matter of fact. It has a spray nozzle to go with it and stuff like that. It's pretty cool. I use it for like big interior jobs and stuff like that. It's called the Wagner Control Pro 130. So it's pretty cool. Like I'm gonna be using that for a lot of runs and stuff like that I do around stores. Usually when I go to stores to see if they want any installation, I see if they got any other things going on in their store that they might need some assistance with. Maybe like if they have like outside, like if they got have a gate that comes down, they have graffiti on it, I'll offer, like, you know, paint services to paint over the graffiti, the side of their buildings, or vandalized doors and stuff like that, or whatever. You know, I'll just offer paint service and stuff like that to accommodate, you know, other things that I could possibly make money off of, you know, while I go check out stores that needs any installation. So this Wagner Control Pro 130, that's pretty cool. It comes with 2 spray nozzles. It's a 10-inch pattern, kind of like a 10-inch pattern. So it comes out wide 10 inches, and it comes up and down wide 10 inches. So it takes up a whole lot of space. This is a very, very good gadget. You know, sometime in one of the later videos, I'll you know, show a little bit more about it. It's pretty cool because I use it on everything. I use it in my house, in my living room, and I painted my living room fast. The hose is like 25 feet, so I could literally get to the top of my ceiling with no problem. And my ceiling is not that high, but it has a reach. The whole nozzle, the whole hose, it has a reach of like 2 stories. So it's good though. Like it's very good. It's a good machine. It sprays good. It's easy to move around and stuff like that. So like when I got the paint inside the bucket and stuff like that, it doesn't feel like overwhelmingly like too heavy, or, you know, the container itself is big enough so I could put a whole paint bucket inside, like a paint container. So maybe like a 3-gallon or something like that. No, I'm sorry, not a 3-gallon. A 1.5 gallon of paint in the whole bucket. So it got a lot of space in it. And you could definitely paint a whole living room and maybe 2 other rooms even. Probably, I haven't used it on more than 1 room, but I did have a lot of paint left over inside that bucket. It's a pretty good machine. You could prime with it, and you could spray regular paint, and you could prime with it and stain it and stuff like that. It's top of the line. So I'm gonna be using that machine when I go to other places and everything to offer other services, just to see if they need any other service. I also have a power washer. A power washer is like a 3200 psi, and it's kind of crazy because 3200 psi. I thought a 3200 psi will only be for gas power washers, but they also have a 3200 psi for an electric power washer. It's pretty cool. So I'll tell you a little bit more about that in another video as well. But the paint bucket, the Control Pro 130, I'll be messing with that, you know, to see if I have everything intact from using it from the last time. Make sure my nozzles is good and stuff like that. On the weekend, well, you know, when I go back outside or whenever I make another run, then I'll pack that up into my car just in case somebody needs any kind of services that I could offer them, any other kind of services. So that'll come in use. But today I'll be making chicken soup for my wife, because chicken, all in all, has a whole lot of health benefits. It's good for dehydration. It relieves mucus relief. It's anti-inflammational. So any inflammation, soreness, or anything like that, coughs, sneezes, and everything, it has something inside the bone marrow that basically gets you feeling good fast. So like I told you, this is comfort food. Chicken soup is comfort food. So I've been doing culinary for my whole life. I've been cooking since I was a kid. My mom actually taught me how to cook. She's top of the line, top notch. She's been taking care of me and my two brothers and my older sister for our whole life. She ain't never missed a beat. So she's the greatest mother in the world. So she always taught me how to cook. Before I went to culinary school, I used to cook for my family in the house and stuff like that. So I'm experienced with a whole lot of stuff, especially medicinal purposes. When I went to culinary school, I learned a lot about herbs and spices and stuff like that that you could use medicinally and stuff like that. So you could be able to get better in these kind of like winter weathers where you get sick, fluctuation and stuff like that of the health and everything. So another spice that's pretty good for when you sick is cayenne pepper. Cayenne pepper, sorry. Cayenne pepper, it helps reduce a whole lot of like inflammation as well. It congestion relieves. It clears the sinuses all the way. Like, I'm talking about, if you take some cayenne pepper, and put it in some water, mix it up and gargle it. You gargle that thing about 3 times for 15 seconds each, and your whole nasal passage will be cleared out. Yeah, and it also helps with a sore throat too. Because when I have a sore throat all the time, I'll take some of that and mix it with some water, and I'll gargle that for 15 minutes, for 15 seconds, 3 times a day for 15 seconds. Sorry, 3 times for 15 seconds each, 3 times a day. So let's get that together right there. I'm talking about it'll wipe your sore throat out. Nothing will be wrong with you after that. For some reason, that always helps me right there. Especially when you got a sore throat. You for some reason your ears, both your ears, happen to start hurting from the connection of ears, nose, and throat and eyes. They're all connected in the same area. So when you have a sore throat, your ears start getting like clogged up, and you get like ear infections and stuff like that. Your sinuses, you start getting all clogged up, and nose passage clogged up, and you get like watery eyes. Sometimes you have like real red eyes and stuff like that. Those are all like sick symptoms and stuff. So cayenne pepper is real good for that. Sore throats, and it fights off colds. Very good. Excuse me. A lot of times when you add that together with, a mirepoix. A mirepoix is carrots, onions, and celery. Those are like natural aromatics. They call it natural aromatics. When I was in culinary school, I used to use a lot of natural aromatics for everything. Mirepoix is the start of all the soups that I used to make. So it contains carrots itself by itself contains a lot of vitamins and minerals and stuff like that. So it helps with the immune system. It has a lot of vitamin A inside of it with antioxidants. A lot of vitamin B1. B1, it helps to boost your immune system, and the other vitamins and minerals and stuff like that, like vitamin C and K. C and K. And it contains a lot of wellness properties in it and stuff like that. So that's top of the notch right there. Garlic itself. Garlic, I always use garlic for everything, especially it's a natural remedy. So it also boosts the immune system, fights off infections and stuff like that. Due to winter colds, flu and stuff like that. It fights off infections good. So and it's often promoted as a dietary supplement to help the heart and the blood vessels conditions and stuff like that. When you got high blood pressure and stuff like that, you can also use garlic for that kind of nature and stuff like that. So everything that you do in the wintertime, you got to be careful, because the fluctuation in this weather lately, man, I'm talking about every time I go outside, I gotta bundle up. And I drive everywhere. I don't like taking public transportation. I don't like taking public transportation anymore. But when I do take public transportation, I gotta bundle up extra. And it's not COVID anymore and stuff like that. But I don't blame people that still walk around with masks on and stuff and cover their face up and everything, because being around a whole lot of traffic with a whole lot of people and stuff like that, whole lot of shopping areas, whole lot of heavily populated areas, you're gonna come up with some kind of cold, a sniffle, a cough, or something. It's always something, so you just gotta stay healthy. You gotta stay positive every day, because even staying healthy, you still have to have a sort of positivity with you. You keep your energy good. Always keep faith in knowing that you're gonna come home safe, and you wouldn't come down with a cold that'll put you with a setback and stuff like that, have you out of commission, not being able to do anything with your family, your loved ones, your kids, for work and stuff like that. It pretty much it sucks. It sucks to be sick. So one thing I really could say that's most valuable for today's discussion is just to stay healthy. Stay healthy. Take care of yourself. Take care of yourself. Every day that goes by, it counts. So take care of yourself. Especially living in New York City. There's always something in New York City. It's so much expenses in New York City. You're going to be paying for everything in New York City. So to have another burden on your shoulders, to be sick, out from work, and missing a days of pay, it sucks. So you don't want to have to go through that. You don't want to have to go through anything that you have to stay inside. Sunshine and the air, even if it's cold outside, that's healthy for you. You need that kind of stuff to survive. So anything you do, just be careful every day. Be careful. Make sure you be mindful of everyone else around you. If you coming up with a cold or you sick, it still wouldn't hurt to put a mask on. You always put your mask on and be considerate of everybody else, because a lot of places that I go, even when people are feeling sick, they feel like they need to come outside and get some air and everything like that. They're not too mindful of people. So, just always be mindful of the people that's around you, It sucks. It sucks to be sick. So today, that's my plans today. Be in the house. My home is always fairly clean, especially with children inside. So I like to keep up with my organized home routine. So my house is always organized and everything, so I don't have too much cleaning to do. But I'll be making some home remedies, doing some home remedies for the wife. Like I told you with the cayenne pepper, I'll be doing a gargle for her because her throat has been sore as well too. So in the nighttime, I've been hearing her coughing and stuff like that and sneezing. So I made some of that remedy. Cayenne pepper and water, should be doing that. I got some honey and lemon concentrate. So I'll put some I'll squeeze a couple of lemons into maybe like a half a cup of honey, and I'll make like a mix of that. So take a couple syringes, or 15 milliliters syringes of that right there, and that does pretty good. Got some herbal tea upstairs and everything to boost the immune system, pretty good. So I'll be doing that, every day that goes by, like I told you, it counts, so I don't let no days go by unattended. I put every day to use. So I'll be looking at different areas, but I'll be looking at different areas for potential installation work on my phone. So usually how I do that is that if I'm not outside making regular runs looking at stores, I'll look on Google to see nearby ATM locations. So if I'm going to do an ATM area, if I'm going to do an area to install an ATM, what I'll do is I'll look on Google Maps. I'll put in like nearby ATM machines available in businesses, what businesses have ATMs and stuff like that. Usually it'll show places that it has on Google Maps. So I'll cover an area where they don't have many or they don't have none at all. So I'll cover areas like that, and I'll also look at and always be mindful of this right here, because it's always good to look at high volume traffic areas before you even consider on going to the areas that doesn't have too much, because you don't want to install an ATM inside of a business if it doesn't have like good flow of traffic and stuff like that of people that are potentially be using the ATM. So I'll usually look for an ATM. I'll usually look for an ATM area of that kind of nature, so I could be able to make a potential proposition to some bosses that have come by. With claw machines and vending machines, I'll usually just look on Google Maps to see shopping areas where they have like supermarkets, sometimes restaurants, because restaurants, even though restaurants sell drinks and stuff like that, it still wouldn't hurt to see if I could be able to get a soda machine installed and stuff like that. Probably outside of the restaurant, probably inside the restaurant, like pizza parlors or, stuff like that. It won't hurt to check areas like that. With claw machines, I usually go for areas where it's like more so like shopping areas for like clothes and sneakers and clothes, electronics, malls and stuff like that. Those areas right there, those are good for claw machines. Those areas I see like a lot of claw machines and stuff of that nature in that kind of area like that. So those kind of areas are good for claw machines. So like I told you, the way that I usually look up areas is I go on Google and I look up areas like that. Usually they wouldn't show you where other machines like soda machines or claw machines are installed and stuff like that, but I just know those kind of areas are good to be caught by the eye of people shopping and stuff like that. So I hope this video was helpful today. I hope everybody has a good day, and continues to keep everything constructive and positive. And please, people, like I said, stay healthy, stay safe, and until next time, I appreciate y'all. Thank you for watching.